Hi, I'm Alex Grieve, better known as IB Crazy, and in this video I want to show you a simple hack to increase the range of your TBS Diamond antenna by 75% using only a 6-inch piece of wire and a simple piece of tape. Behind me is my Agilent FieldFox Vector Network Analyzer, and it's set up in vector voltmeter mode at 915 megahertz. You can see here we have the original TBS Diamond. Yes, that is the very first prototype they had made. And back here, we've got a Crosshair Extreme. In normal configuration here, the Diamond antenna is transmitting, the Crosshair Extreme is receiving. And I'm simply going to place this wire approximately 1.5 inches behind the Diamond and watch how this signal strength changes. So the first mark here is 1 5/8. And you can see a gain increase of 3.7 to 3.9 dB. That's huge. That's 75% range increase. Now watch what happens if I bump that wire forward a little bit. So this is at 1.5 inches. 1 3/8. And now 1.25 inches. And for those of you wondering, if we back this off a little bit past, let's go an 1/8 inch back. So this is 1 3/4. And there's your measurement. So where technically is the best place for the wire? Well, about 1 5/8 inches, not exactly 1.5 inches. And I'm measuring from the very back of the Diamond antenna. And you might wonder, wow, this seems like magic. Well, it's not magic. In fact, this is just physics. What I've created is what is known as a parasitic radiator. This is how antennas such as Yagi's work. In fact, that's what I just made, a simple 2-element Yagi antenna. There's really not a whole lot to it, as magical as it sounds. But there's no such thing as a free lunch. Okay, so here is my completed project. Simple 6-inch piece of wire attached 1 5/8 inches behind the back of the TBS Diamond. This is just 2 pieces of electrical tape and 2 zip ties to hold it in place. There is nothing else going on here. This is now a simple 2-element Yagi. And as I said earlier, there's no such thing as a free lunch. When I hook this up to my Vector Network Analyzer, I'm going to take it from aimed this way, and then I'm going to turn it around backwards. And what you're going to see is a significant drop in signal strength. And the reason this happens is that this radiator is taking all the energy that would be directed back this way and directing it forward. Thus, I've changed an omnidirectional antenna into a directional antenna. And thus, it should go without saying that this antenna doesn't work very well to fly behind yourself. So if you intend to fly behind yourself or all around yourself, don't do this mod. This is for long range out in front of you. Let's see how it works. Okay, so reestablishing a baseline, we're at about 3.5 to 3.8 dB or so above where the Diamond was without the parasitic radiator. But watch what happens when I turn this antenna. Note the signal strength is dropping here. And at about 45 degrees or so where this is, you notice I'm right at 0 dB. So this is the same signal strength as the Diamond antenna without this radiator. But watch what happens if I keep turning it to say there. Now I'm down about 6 dB or so, 5.5 to 6 dB below the signal strength of the Diamond alone. That means if you're directly to the side, your range is cut in half. So this is the half range point right out to the side. So you've cut your side range in half, but your range out in front has been increased 75%. But watch what happens if I turn it around backwards. Look at that, minus 10, minus 9 or so dB. So that means the range is about 20 to 25% of what it is with just the diamond antenna. Now, there are some issues here. I've got a little bit of detuning by the way I'm holding the cable, and you can see every time I move my hand it changes, but the range behind the antenna is about 25% of where it was without the radiator. So again, there is no free lunch. It's just that this is driving the energy more towards the front of the antenna rather than allowing it to radiate to the sides and behind. And that might seem a little strange to some people. With the radiator being behind it, one would think that it's only blocking the energy coming this way, and anything coming out to the sides or anything wouldn't be reduced that much. But that's the way radio works. This is inducing a current in this wire, and thus they are working together to produce the signal. So, back at it, 3 dB increase, 45 degrees, right back to the same with a diamond. And that means the beam width of this is about 90 degrees. So 45 degrees off of center is where you're going to see the best results. Once you get more than 45 degrees off center, the signal strength is going to drop, and you're better off only using the diamond without the radiator. So there's a simple hack for your TBS Diamond. I'm IB Crazy, and as always, keep 'em flying.